What would you do if your ex, the same ex who vowed to their kid that they were done with you, sent you a private, explicit tape that excluded you? Picture that film of your ex's new partner acting in the most ridiculous way imaginable in high definition. That's just what Papoose just accomplished, so welcome to the circus. As if that wasn't bad enough, he mailed Remy Ma the video with Claressa's shields. Like a diss track, Remy leaked it without any prior notice, without any blur, and without showing any pity. Instagram went dark, Twitter became viral, and even the algorithm blushed. Assume that even the algorithm blushed. The key question is whether this small-scale retribution was an attempt to gain attention or if there was something far more sinister going on in the background. Buckle up, because you already know that sending Remy Ma that type of tape won't remain private. We have more tea, anxiety, and leaking video than a stolen OnlyFans file. Let's reveal the whole truth about this story. Remy Ma's phone displayed more than a hazy selfie or a meme, but it started with a straightforward airdrop request in a dark backstage hallway at the BET Awards. Instead, it was a full-fledged private tape that had what can only be called an SVU history of explicit personal high-definition Papooses and Claressa shields. The worst thing is that, according to others with knowledge of the matter, he sent it to demonstrate to Remy Ma that he had moved on not just emotionally, but also intimately. For those unfamiliar with this ghetto soap opera, let's jump ahead. Claressa Shields, a two-time Olympic gold medalist who was unbeaten in the ring and reportedly unbeaten at stealing Ray's guy, had been the subject of months of speculation. But the video was different. It was the smoking gun, the nuclear warhead, of receipts, and Papoose supposedly gave it to Remy directly. Did she do something? Digital forensic geeks on Reddit claim that the internet already knows she leaked it, and not just a little portion of it. Just like a mixtape trailer, Remy Ma shared Papoose's amateur Cinemax flick. Not Claressa, but another user commented, "Y'all, when I would have burned his car and lit the footage on fire, I did not share it." Naturally, 50 Cent reposted a still from the tape with the caption, "Remy done turned into a world star Lamau." Nicki Minaj remained surprisingly quiet until she liked a video. Celebrities would quickly deny, delete, or at the very least DM a lawyer. Claressa stole the man, and now Remy has her entire soul on Dropbox. But wait, how did Papoose even have a tape like that? Sources tell us that Papoose and Claressa recorded the video during a romantic vacation in Turks and Caicos last month, supposedly to celebrate Claressa's most recent victory in a fight. And because they were so loud, we thought they were filming a music video, but it turned out to be something else entirely. This is where things get strange. Why would Papoose, a man who has been so private and protective, send that tape to his ex-wife? A close insider, claiming to be Remy's cousin's hairstylist, told us that Papoose felt betrayed when he learned that Remy had been sneaking around with Easy the Block captain again after the court case mess, and he wanted to show her what loyalty looks like. The Easy saga is far from over. Although Remy denied cheating in court, her phone activity, which was allegedly tracked by a third-party spyware, told a very different story. According to sources, Papoose held onto the tape like an emotional grenade, but instead of throwing it in silence, he mailed it to the Queen of Petty herself. Remy didn't hesitate. She uploaded it with a tag and no one said anything, so he dropped the bomb and suddenly everything fell apart. Even bloggers who don't mind their business, like Tasha K, went full DEFCON 1. This is the messiest and most insane celebrity meltdown we've seen since Kanye revealed Kim on stage. A TMZ cameraman outside an NYC bodega asked Remy if she regretted posting the tape, and Remy allegedly turned and said, "You leak my name in bed, I leak your face online." The New York Post even ran a headline about the drama surrounding Ray and Papoose. But the one thing that no one expected was that Remy never apologized, denied it, or deleted it. According to an anonymous insider at the Shade Room, Claressa Shields was reportedly in negotiations with Nike for a commercial, but the deal is apparently on indefinite hold while it is further reviewed. But it gets worse because a second file started to circulate just hours after the leak went viral, and millions of people reposted blurry, censored clips on TikTok and Twitter. Mike continued, "This one was unique because it was expertly edited, featured soft lighting, background, music, and several camera angles. The file name, Papoose Claressa Final MPP4, begs the question, did someone in their inner circle begin repackaging the drama and making money off of it, or was this first leak only the beginning? If so, who is responsible?" People began to wonder, who leaked the first video instead of what occurred when it surpassed 1 million downloads? Everything changed drastically when the second, professionally edited version started to circulate. It appeared to be a full-on production rather than a disorganized breakup leak. It's obvious that someone wanted to go viral, but the real mystery remains who released the tape since, as a leaked screenshot shows, Remy was equally as astonished as everyone else. "Wait, where TF did the music come from?" was what they read. Let's start with the suspects. Unnamed individuals claim that Mariah, Clarissa's assistant, was able to control Claressa's schedule and send files using her own iCloud. Additionally, she supposedly had a contentious relationship with Claressa after being turned over for a raise and having her full-time handler removed. Finally, Mariah was purportedly heard saying, "Some people don't deserve loyalty. Some people don't respect the real ones that built them," in one now deleted TikTok live. This isn't proof, but it certainly creates a sense of retaliation. The reason the hype man is suspicious is that, despite his odd silence throughout this whole situation, no tweets, no statements, nothing shady like that, leaked direct messages claim that DJ Nino had multiple copies of the raw tape because he was assisting Pap in setting up a private subscription platform that never went live. They purportedly had plans to start a for-profit website. The plot changes now. What if Papoose hadn't simply sent Remy the tape as a warning? What if Remy appeared to be part of the scheme or disclosed it? I don't think Pap expected it to blow up like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted the story to leak in pieces. An industry insider who wished to remain nameless told us they were all playing chess when they realized the internet plays checkmate. In the meanwhile, Remy Ma's public relations team issued a succinct statement saying, "Any content circulating online was not published by Remy Smith or her authorized representatives. Legal action is being explored. In other words, don't blame us, but we have attorneys if you do." Regarding attorneys, there are speculations that Claressa Shields has already engaged legal representation to bring a lawsuit against Remy and potentially Papoose. Claressa felt ambushed and manipulated, according to insiders. She texted Papoose, stating, "I trusted you. It wasn't just a joke or clapback." Wow! However, if Clarisse is upset, she's not alone because Ray's fans are divided. Some see her as the victim, while others don't. Here's what's trending under the hashtag Remy Revenge. She did what any woman would do when a man tried to humiliate her. Bet. Why keep the tape though? Why open it? Why leak it? This is messier than Zeus Network. Remy has always been nasty, but this sis went above and beyond. A genius started selling apparel with the phrase PCS Raw Private Claressa Savage, and it sold out in less than 48 hours. We're discussing air fresheners, mugs, and even sweatshirts. There is more to this leak than just bad decisions, betrayal, and sex. It turns out that Papoose might have unwittingly added to this situation when he used AirDrop to send the file backstage, but the device it was attached to was a production iPad that was used for lighting cues and event scheduling, not Ray's phone. Speaking anonymously, a technician stated that he believed he had sent the file to Remy, but it was actually on a shared drive. Let me be clear, my manager instructed me to stop it before it was too late after I saw the entire thing appear as a thumbnail. Instead, the file is placed in a synchronized folder, where it is ripped by someone who recognizes the tape. It becomes viral, but wait, it gets deeper because precisely when this issue was found, the edited version, not the uncut version, not the unintentional leak with background music, and even a thank you for watching screen was released by an anonymous Reddit account named Shields Exposed 2025. There are theories that everything from Papoose to industry plants is a fake in order to build a subscription website. But cholera was the most bizarre notion yet, and it's catching on fast. Some admirers discovered a 2-week-old Instagram live video on it where Claressa makes jokes. Coincidence portending staged launch? Brah. We don't know yet, but we do know that trust is dead, lawyers are swarming, and businesses are withdrawing endorsements. A third video clip started trending just when you thought things couldn't get much worse. This one, which was allegedly recorded by Remy Ma herself, features a full-screen video of the tape being opened, viewed, and posted while her live commentary plays in the background. You see, this is what he believes will harm me, and we're talking about full-on narration. Watch it, then click the upload button, and the video ends. Even though the file, Revenge Final Micah, MP4, has already been removed from Twitter 5 times. As we all know, once it's on the internet, it will never really go away. Chaos has now resulted, with supporters demanding explanations, everyone blaming others, and no one accepting responsibility. Someone was generating money if this was all a part of a rollout. If not, the harm isn't yet complete. Don't assume the leak was the high point. Within 48 hours, Claressa Shields' legal team sent Remy Ma a 3-page, legalese-filled cease and desist letter. One particular statement caught my attention: sharing private images without permission in writing. In some jurisdictions, consanguinity is a felony. Retaliation footage or not, Remy found herself in hot water, but her legal team refused to back down. According to them, any distribution ascribed to Miss Smith is speculative and unbacked by confirmed digital forensics translation, and she did not produce, edit, or profit from the content in question. Make it believable. Claressa, meanwhile, continued her scheme and filed a civil lawsuit in federal court, requesting $5 million and alleging emotional distress, brand damages, and breach of trust damages. However, Papoose was not exempt. In her complaint, they listed him as a co-defendant, asserting that by intentionally recording, keeping, and disseminating the tape either directly or via a third party without permission, party Mr. Shimmaki behaved carelessly. Yes, his girlfriend sued Papoose, and during the court proceedings, the internet was ablaze with Reddit forums, Twitter threads, Instagram lives, and even YouTube lawyers who jumped on the case with one viral video titled, "Can Remy go to jail for leaking Clean's tape?" The answer may be that if it can be proven that she knowingly distributed revenge porn, even without profiting from it, that is a crime in some states. The story's most absurd aspect, though, is that Papoose gave Remy a 13-minute voice memo in addition to the now confirmed screenshots of the massage thread that were shared in a very daring turn. It is devastating. In the alleged voice message, "Just for you know, MP4, Papoose makes a twisted, broken confession. I sent it to show you that I made an effort to move on, but even when I'm with her, I can still see your shadow and hear your voice, dude." The worst part is when he goes on to say, "If you leak it, I won't stop you." You can hear the remorse, the heartache, and a strange kind of consent. Distribution of private content before the leak. Bet was not aware of any such transfer. But that's not even the crazy part. Minutes before the recording was allegedly sent, security footage of Remy, Papoose, and Claressa backstage was obtained by a Bet insider. Although there is no audio in the video, Papoose is seen giving a vet technician his phone. The question being raised by fans is, or did Papoose purposefully place the file on a public device with the knowledge that it would leak, but without realizing how severely? If so, did Claressa ever genuinely consent to being filmed? A hazy picture of Claressa mouthing the words while staring straight into the camera was the subject of a third, never-before-seen screenshot that just appeared on blogs. If legit, that's the nail in the coffin. Consent was never given for the tape to leave private storage, which means Ray's leak could implicate Papoose too, but let's go even deeper because a surprise character Entered the story easy, the block captain. Yes, him again. He went live on Instagram sitting in his car, hoodie up, face serious. Here's what he said: "Man, when people play games with hearts, nobody wins. I warned her about Pat. I told her not to go back. Now everybody out here looking crazy. Fans went wild. Is he talking about Remy? He warned her, bro. How does he keep ending up in this mess?" Even speculated that Easy might have been the one who gave Remy the tools to upload the tape safely without tracing it back to her. One Redditor posted, "Z got battle rap bars. You all think he can't teach someone how to hide an IP, but here's the final twist. Just before Claressa filed her lawsuit, a fourth version of the tape surfaced, completely blurred, with only text overlays and quotes from Papoose's voice memo. "I tried, I failed, I still love you." At the end, it fades to black and displays a single line that reads, "You can't fix what you filmed," which had millions of views in less than an hour and was trending at the time of writing. Since then, Papoose has disappeared, leaving behind no social media posts, statements, or appearances. Close insiders claim that Remy Ma posted a single Instagram story the next day, and the day after that, she posted a black screen with white text. Closure is more than forgiveness. We witnessed a 15-year marriage end in public, and we saw Claressa as a world leader. This story isn't just about celebrities being messy. It's about power, pride, and the ridiculous lengths people will go to in order to prove they've moved on while still obviously holding on. What I want to ask you is this: would you leak, burn, sue, or walk away as if it never happened if your ex sent you a tape like that without your consent, unhinged and fully explicit? We saw Papoose sacrifice privacy, loyalty, and possibly his entire brand to hurt someone back, but who really won in the end? It's your turn now. Backhand index pointing right. If you like drama, tea, and the surreal stories they tell, please like this video, subscribe, and enable notifications.